Xiaomi 17 Pro just launched yesterday, and in this video, I'm unboxing the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max and sharing my very first impressions. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Now, let's dive into the unboxing. This is the big finale for the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max lineup. Let's break the seal and see what's inside. Right on top, we've got a 100-watt charging adapter, 20 volts, 5 amps, original Xiaomi quality. Alongside that is a Type-C to Type-A data cable measuring about 99 centimeters in length. Now, let's get to the star of the show, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max itself. The first thing you'll notice is that this phone is clearly larger in size. The display is massive and the rounded corners are also more pronounced. Design-wise, it doesn't exactly aim for that super handy feel, but if you're into big flat-screen phones, this is a big step up compared to the regular Xiaomi 17. Of course, it's not as one-hand friendly anymore. Looking around the frame, the matte finish feels really smooth. The symmetrical antenna strips are perfectly aligned on both sides, something that definitely satisfies anyone with OCD tendencies. Touching the edges, the build quality really stands out. Honestly, this might just be the best Xiaomi build so far. The color here is a deeper shade of green, and since this is just the unboxing and my first hands-on experience, I'll be uploading a full in-depth review in a couple of days, so make sure you hit subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Flipping over to the back panel, the matte finish once again feels silky smooth with a uniform texture across the surface. The raised bezel around the edges blends in really nicely, almost giving off the feel of a full metal body, even though it isn't. Now, compared to the standard Xiaomi 17 Pro, which had a smaller display, using it one-handed meant your fingers would sometimes block the edges of the screen. But with the larger Pro Max, that issue is gone. The bigger body actually makes it easier in that sense. And of course, being the Pro Max, the camera system has also been upgraded. The lens aperture here looks noticeably larger, and with the expanded frame, the bezels appear thinner too. Naturally, that size increase comes with weight. This one tips the scale at over 220 grams, which is expected for a flagship of this size. In the box, Xiaomi also includes a thin protective case made from magnetic dragon scale fiber plus a lens protection ring. The case feels nice in hand, and because of the Pro Max's larger back panel, the magnetic charging area is positioned slightly higher. That means all iPhone MagSafe accessories will work perfectly here. And it's worth noting, the MagSafe ecosystem itself has grown into a billion-dollar industry, which really shows just how powerful Apple's accessory market has become. Turning the screen on, you're immediately greeted with a live wallpaper that looks stunning. With the bright background, you can clearly see the pronounced rounded corners. Xiaomi has also kept things consistent with slim, equal-width bezels on all four sides, a signature of their current flagship designs. Running on the new HyperOS 3, you'll find not just Xiaomi's native apps, but also 24 pre-installed third-party apps. From what we've tested so far, this feels like a mid to high-level configuration in terms of software setup. The coolest part of this phone is definitely that unique rear display. Let's start with the design. The back screen supports multiple styles you can switch between. By default, it shows everyday essentials like the time, but you can also add your own signature or even a little animated pet. Xiaomi has promised more customization options in the future, so this screen is really about expressing yourself however you want. A quick double tap wakes it up. Swipe right and you're straight into the camera interface. Swipe left and you're back out. Super easy. From there, you can use all three of the main lenses on the back for selfies with a live preview, which is miles better than relying on the front camera. You can even switch to wide angle or telephoto for more creative shots. Video is fully supported as well, going up to 8K at 30 frames per second. Turn on super stabilization and you can shoot at 60 frames, though at a max resolution of 2.8K. With the rear screen as a live preview, the phone basically doubles as an action camera, and you don't have to worry about accidentally blocking the main display with your fingers. When the screen is idle, it doesn't interfere with your shooting at all. And if you want to switch back to the front camera, just swipe right again. During shooting previews, you can even tap on the back display to mirror the view, so you and your subject both see it at the same time. As for the size of this secondary screen, let's compare it to the Pro Max and standard Pro versions. Switch both to light backgrounds, line them up, and the difference in display area becomes clear. The Pro Max case also has a slight frosted texture. This time, Xiaomi used aramid fiber, which feels premium in the hand, with very precise cutouts. When you slide the phone in, it fits perfectly, and once it's installed, the system even recognizes the case and automatically changes the wallpaper to match the case's color and texture. Looking at Xiaomi's full flagship lineup this year, each model seems to have its own unique selling point. The standard edition focuses on being thin and lightweight, while still packing a big battery. The Pro version used to mainly emphasize its camera upgrades, but now it introduces this extra back screen, which really adds a whole new layer of functionality. And with the Pro Max, the larger rear display makes it even more practical. Overall, I feel like these models aren't meant to replace each other. They each cater to different needs. Personally, I can't wait to see how people get creative with this back screen feature. Hopefully, users share their ideas so Xiaomi can keep improving it. This is just my first impression, but I'll be uploading a full in-depth review in 2 days. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that detailed breakdown.